In this episode of Premier Interschools, we look ahead to this Saturday's Pretoria encounter between rivals Afrikaans Hoërseunskool and Maritzburg College, live on Supersport.
Prepare for that combat. The end is where it begins. Everything in that game that you win back. Brace for the impact.
Palpable.
Brace for the impact. You catching that contact. Brace for the impact.
The first Premier Interschools derby after the winter holidays takes place at the Afrikaans Hoërseunskool, better known simply as AFFIES. The boys from Maritzburg will be taking on AFFIES in Pretoria. Founded in Pretoria in 1920 as the first Afrikaans medium school in the new Union of South Africa, AFFIES has 1,300 boys, of which around 300 are boarders. Their sister school, the Afrikaans Hoërmeisieskool, has 1,200 girls, of which about 250 are boarders. AFFIES is across the road from the legendary Loftus Versfeld Stadium, home of the Bulls.
'n Mooi storie om mee te begin is ons rugby is op 4 Mei 1920 begin. En weet jy wat, ons eerste rugbyspan het 3 onderwysers ingehad, waarvan die skoolhoof een was. En die rede was, daar was net eenvoudig te min seuns in die skool. So daarom het daar 3 onderwysers in daai eerste rugby voetbal klubspan behoort. En sedertdien het ons 'n baie mooi rugby storie. Jy weet, vandag sit ons so 30 rugbyspanne in die veld. En jy weet, die seuns, ek dink wat dit belangriker is as die uitslaa is maar eintlik die seuns as hy op hy veld draf, dan weet hy speel vir sy skool, so die affie-trui oor sy kop trek, dan weet hy daar's generasies wat voor hom in daai trui gespeel het en dan speel hulle met passie en trots vir hulle skool.
AFFIES offers a well-rounded approach to education, and many of the values honoured by the school are embodied in its sports, particularly rugby. Coach Jaco Koch is confident that his boys are ready for the game ahead.
So ons speel week in en week uit teen ongelooflike skole, skole wat onder die top 20 skole in die land is en ons moet dien ooreenkomstig voorberei. So elke wedstryd is vir ons ongelooflik belangrik en ons berei so voor. So ons wil graag ons eie sterkpunte uitoefen tydens die wedstryde en fokus nie te veel op die teenstander teen wie ons speel, alhoewel daar klein verstelling sal wees. So Maritzburg is altyd 'n span wat met alles kom wat hulle het. Dit is 'n trotse skool soos wat AFFIES is. En dis een van die redes hoekom ons hulle respekteer en hoekom ons so graag teen hulle speel. Want dit is 'n skool met trots en tradisie. Voor sal hulle altyd hard wees, hulle sal goed wees op die grond, hulle sal 'n goeie skram hê. Soos ek nou net gesê het, ons gaan op ons eie sterkpunte fokus en dan sal daar klein verstellingkies wees om hulle aanslag af te weer.
AFFIES has contributed 10 Springboks to date, including legendary scrum half Farid Priya, Pierre Spies, Wynand Olivier, R.G. Snyman and Ifan van Sail. Juan Skuman is at the Sharks, Nico Lee and Sean Fenter at the Cheetahs, Janus Kirsten at the Bulls and Pierre Skuman at Edinburgh in Scotland. Proteas cricketers Faf du Plessis, A.B. de Villiers, Jacques Rudolph and Rassie van der Dissen are also from AFFIES, together with Neil Wagner, who currently plies his trade with New Zealand.
In my matric here, we actually played them twice, one at home and one in Maritzburg. Every match was a massive competition, and we luckily that year we won them both times. But we felt them. We felt the hurting bodies afterwards.
Looking back over their last 10 games, AFFIES has more losses than wins. But if one considers that they have taken on opposition like Grey College, Paarl Boys and Parel Gym, this will be a battle-hardened team eager for a win. Playing at home and at altitude also stacks the odds in their favour. The boys have been hard at work preparing for their final games of the season.
Kyk, Maritzburg is altyd een van my gunstelinge. Ons het altyd ons het genoeg spanne, hulle het diepte, ons het diepte en dan speel ons te mekaar. Hulle skoolse tradisie is ook baie goed en gees. So dis 'n goeie kragmeting teen mekaar en ek sien regtig baie uit om ook teen hulle hierdie jare kragmeting te hê.
Maritzburg is ook 'n skool met baie tradisies en gees en hulle is min of meer dieselfde as ons, nou net Engels, maar jy weet ons dis altyd 'n harde game met jy wil wys jy's beter as hulle en veral op die tuisveld met die hele skool agter jou.
Hierdie jaar is nou ons tuiswedstryd wat hulle na ons toe kom. Definitief ook altyd een van ons hardste wedstryde. Die skool sien ook baie uit daarna en dit veral omdat dit ook weer 'n TV-wedstryd is. Ry ons goed voor altyd vir die wedstryd en sien uit om net ons alles te gee. En ons het ook baie respek vir Maritzburg wat altyd hulle beste kom gee teen ons.
Ja, om Affie bloed te hê is iets wat ek eintlik baie maklik vir julle kan beskryf nie, maar vir my beteken dit persoonlik dis 99 jaar se trots, tradisie en gees wat deur my are vloei en die skoolse waardes wat in my lewe gereflekteer kan word.
Vir my, mens kan dit nie regtig beskryf nie, maar vir my beteken dit om aan te hou veg tot die einde toe en om alles te gee vir die ander 14 spelers op die veld saam met jou, as ook vir die 1300 ander ouens op die paviljoen wat ook jou ondersteun.
Ja, dit beteken maar net om deel te wees van iets groter as jouself en 99 jaar se tradisie en broederskap te verteenwoordig.
Looking back over the last few years, AFFIES has traditionally had the upper hand in this encounter, but this year the Maritzburg boys are looking strong and will be eager to deliver a win that was last achieved in 2014. Founded in 1863, Maritzburg College is the oldest boys' school in KZN, with 1,300 boys, a third of whom are boarders. Clark House, built in 1887, housed the original classrooms and boarding house. Victoria Hall was used as a hospital for British soldiers injured in the defence of Fort Napier during the Anglo-Boer War.
We look immensely forward to our exchange with AFFIES. They are wonderful hosts and they measure us team for team right down to the bottom, which not many schools can do. It's always a tough fixture, always a lot tougher travelling up to Pretoria, not easy. But we really appreciate the fixture and we really value it very much because we are testing ourselves against one of the best schools in the country.
Famous old boys include Proteas cricketers John G. Rhodes and David Miller, and English cricketer Kevin Peterson. Rugby old boys include Springboks Joel Stransky, Butch James, Peter Grant, and Dan and Jesse Krill. Craig Burden, Fezo Mabata, and Tutuka Machunu are currently at the Sharks.
Played against AFFIES for a number of years. Awesome school, also a lot of tradition, very similar to Maritzburg College, obviously Afrikaans there. And yeah, great rugby school and a great sporting school.
The Maritzburg coach has been ensuring his boys are fit and ready after the vacation period for their encounter in Pretoria.
Obviously, we would want to measure ourselves against the best in the country, and I definitely think that AFFIES is one of the best rugby schools in South Africa, and I think that's why the fixture is so cherished among staff members and the Maritzburg College community.
On paper, the Maritzburg team has more wins than their rivals, but they will be playing away and against a team that has the experience of having played some of the best teams in the country.
You know, AFFIES and us college, us college is the red, black and white, and then AFFIES the wit biller. So I feel like that brings a different vibe towards the game and a hunger from both sides. Schoolboy rugby is, I think, my own opinion, is the best rugby can possibly play. And for us schoolboys, it's very exciting, and we hope just to get the best out of that.
I think the Just the amount of fans that are around us and supporters, it's automatically from the warm-up when we just see a field full of people, it's incredible. And just hearing the boys shout and just running on with all of that atmosphere around you, it's something that just builds you, and you just don't want to stop, you just want to carry on.
We lost by 4 points last year on goalstones, and I still remember that day. It's really, the first 15 really put in all the effort they could. It's always going to be tougher going up there, and I really think this is the year that we stand the most chances going up from under 14 till this year. We've shown to be one of the stronger age groups.
On Saturday, the boys from Maritzburg will be taking on AFFIES in Pretoria. Both teams really want this win, and there's massive pride at stake. As one of the biggest fixtures in the north, it will be a game that is keenly anticipated by many school rugby fans.
Ja, manne, die tyd om in daai try te speel is beperk, so geniet dit. Maak die beste daarvan. Maritzburg is 'n groot dag en ja, julle gaan 70 minute moet speel om hulle te wen. En ja, ek wil maar sê sterkte, julle moet dit geniet. As jy dit nie geniet nie, dan gaan jy nie speel soos wat jy moet nie. So geniet dit en speel vir jou spanmaat. Glo in mekaar, dan kan enige span hoë hoogtes bereik.
Yeah, to all the Maritzburg College boys playing against AFFIES away in Pretoria, all the best. Those are going to be your best memories of high school, and just wishing you all the best from Cape Town. Cheers.
Watch Afrikaans Hoër Seunskool versus Maritzburg College in Premier Interschools Rugby this Saturday, live on SuperSport.